The United States, I believe, is still considered a liberal democracy
yeah.
at this point. But you illustrate how attacks on the press are the first thing to happen in an authoritarian tendency. Why did you write that piece?
Well, I just there's this report it's published every year by a research institute. It's actually based in Sweden. It's called VDEM, and it's considered kind of the gold standard in terms of the data set, the data that's used to analyze, the state of democracy around the world. And I looked at the report, and first of all, for the first time in 20 years, there are more autocracies than democracies. 91 autocracies, 88 democracies. And the data shows that yes, the first target is the media when countries sort of start declining in terms of their democratic standing. And there's some really alarming findings in the report, and if you put them into the current moment, which is that there's generally, once you start this slide into, there's democratic backsliding, you generally have a period of 3 to 5 years to turn it around. And there are no instances in which it's been turned around after 10 years. So I found that very shocking and alarming, and I also am very concerned as someone who spent my life and career defending the rights of journalists of the correlation between the escalating attacks on the media and journalists and the correlation around the world with autocratization.
Can I also add to...
Yeah, go for it.
That journalists at this moment in time are being attacked from several different sides, right? It's not just the administration at the White House. It's not just law enforcement. It's also citizens, right? So I know colleagues who go to these protests, and sometimes they don't want to show that they're press because they are often targeted by some of the attendees of the protests, right? So now you are having to safeguard yourself from all of these different areas. But I also think it's really important to note, I think that there is a misconception that, we have to get ready to fight this. We're already in the fight. We're already in the fight, right? The war is happening now, and we don't have time to get ready to try and fight back against this. If we're not already ready, we're going to lose the war. The war's now. And so I think it's really important to kind of emphasize that journalists now don't have the luxury to just be journalists anymore. We have to be advocates, because if we don't fight for this industry, if we don't fight for journalism, if we don't fight to maintain the fourth estate, we won't have it, and Superman isn't coming.